Hello again, Danny H. Retro Game Master here. Now, EFL 25-26 predictions. We've already done National League. Well, I know it's not EFL, but they've still done predictions for it. And League League Two. But now for League One. What's going to happen in League One this season? Well, you always get some teams, ex-League Two teams, which are perhaps smaller in size, etc., have smaller fan bases, smaller budgets, etc. And you get the teams down from the Championship or ex-Championship teams who have bigger crowds, bigger budgets, and etc. So let's have a look at what's going to happen in League. What I think is going to happen in League One in the 2025-26 season. In 24th spot, I've got AFC Wimbledon. Now they came up last season. I just don't. I've just got a feeling they're not going to be good. I don't think they're going to be strong enough for League One. They've got a decent side, good manager, but I just don't think they're going to be strong enough for League One, unfortunately. Although I don't think they're going to do what the two previous bottom clubs in League One did, which are Carlisle and Shrewsbury, who were basically sunk without trace halfway through the season. I think they're going to put up much more of a fight, and I think they will be a lot closer. But I still think they're going to be bottom, unfortunately. And joining them in League Two next season, in 23rd spot, will be Burton Albion, I think. Burton really did have a really good finish last season, but I'm just not convinced about them this season. I just think they're gonna fizzle out again, and I just don't think they're going to quite make it this time. There are some pretty strong teams up from League Two last season, and I just think Burton. I think Burton will come up short of survival. What's needed for survival this season? They'll give a few teams a fright, but I think they'll just come up a bit short this time, unfortunately. And in 22nd spot, I've got Exeter City. Now Exeter have done tremendously well in League One last few seasons since coming up from League Two. They really have punched above their weight. They've done really, really well, but I think this season, I think their luck will run out this season, and I think they'll be back in League Two. It's a real shame because I think Exeter City, I think they could stay up. They could make a fight and stay up. They could still be in League One next season, but I'm not so sure. I think they'll be back down in League Two. And in 21st and the final relegation spot is Northampton Town. I think Northampton have made some pretty good signings. They looked good bets for survival this season, but I just think again, they've come up, they've done well in League One of late, but I think again, like Exeter City, I think their time will run out this season. I think their luck will run out rather this season, and I think they'll be back in League Two again. Although I expect them to be not long down there. They seem to be a bit of a league, seem to be a bit of a what's called a yo-yo team. And just above Northampton and surviving in 20th spot, I've got Stevenage. Now, a few seasons ago, Stevenage very nearly made the League One playoffs under Steve Evans, but since Steve Evans left, they just haven't been the same team. They have made some reasonably good signings. I think they'll just about stay up this season, but I think it's going to be narrow. I think they're going to be narrowly staying up. I don't think it's going to be a comfortable margin. I think it's going to be just about staying up this time. And just above Stevenage are newly promoted Port Vale. This is the second of the league from teams promoted from League Two, or second of the four teams up from League Two. They didn't come second, or did they? I can't remember. Well, they might have come second actually. I'm thinking about it. Anyway, I think Darren Moore has, I think he's done really, really well as Port Vale manager. He's really got the best out of them. I think personally, I think they should survive just about. I think it's going to be close, but I think Port Vale will just about survive this season, but narrowly. They have got some decent players in. And just above Port Vale in 18th is Mansfield. Now, Mansfield I don't think will go down at all. I think they are too strong for that. They've made some very good signings. They've shipped out a lot of the old wood. But the problem with League One is there are some very strong big budget teams in the league. And although Mansfield haven't got a small budget, I think they will definitely hold their own. But I mean, they won't go down. But I don't think they're going to be going up. I don't think they're going to be making any strides towards a playoff this season. And just above them in 17th was probably last season's big disappointment, Peterborough United. Basically, Peterborough United normally are around the sort of heading towards the playoffs in League One, head to the Championship. But unfortunately, this season last season rather, they just didn't really get going at all. They really did struggle, and I think they survived with a few games left, which is unlike Peterborough because they're normally up the other end of the league. But I just think this season they're not. Then I think they'll improve this season, but how much I don't know. I mean, they could be the other end of the league, but I think they'll. I think it'll be. I think they'll rebuild and they'll be heading in the right direction. I think a lot of it was a lot of their new signings last season just didn't work out, which was a bit of a disappointment for them. But I think they'll improve this season. But unfortunately, I don't think by a huge amount. And in 16th spot, another newly promoted side from League Two, and that's Doncaster Rovers. I think Doncaster won the league last season, so they did tremendous. They did really, really, really well. They are a very strong team, Doncaster, and I think they will definitely hold their own. They've got some very good players. They've got a good manager. They should. I think they should comfortably stay up. I mean, I can't see them making any real inroads towards the playoffs, but I think they will have a decent season. I think 16th will be a good position for them. Mid-table will probably be where they'll finish this season. And just above Doncaster in 15th is Lincoln. Lincoln, ever since coming up from League Two, have done really, really well in League One. They are a very, very good side. But they have been sort of upper mid-table positions last few seasons. But I think this season I can see them fading away a little bit. Then in 15th, they won't go down, but I think they'll fade away a little bit. Lincoln, I don't think they'll be quite as high as they have been, but I think they'll have a decent enough season. Mid-table will be probably the best they'll do. I don't think any promotion challenges are going to be on the cards, unfortunately, for them. And just above them in 14th are another team who's disappointed since they've come down from League One to Championship even, and that's Rotherham United. They really were sunk without a trace last time they were in Championship, and last season they just never really got going. Mind you, I did predict that they wouldn't really get going. Mind you, I didn't put a predicting video out rather, but I predicted Rotherham to be around mid-table. But this season, I mean, I think they've made a few decent signings, and I think they'll do a little bit better this season. But I can see improvement this season, but I just don't think they're quite going to be good enough for promotion as yet. And above them in 13th are another team who've disappointed since coming down from the Championship, and that's Wigan Athletic. In fact, I think Wigan Athletic very nearly went down to League Two again, and they might have even nearly went out of existence, but they've survived all that. They have got themselves back on track. I don't think they're going to be challenging for promotion this season, but I mean, I think mid-table will be decent enough position for them. I think I can't see them make. They won't go down, but I don't think. But I can't see them really making any promotion challenges yet. And 12th, and into the top half are the last of the promoted from League Two sides, and that's Bradford City. I can see Bradford City actually actually surprising quite a few people this season. A few people have got them at mid-table, but I think they might surprise a few people. They've got a very big fan base. They've got a good manager. They have made some good signings. I think they will surprise a number of people this season, and I can see them, really pushing on. And I think they could actually be a team to watch next season as well. In 11th spot, I've got Leyton Orient. I think Leyton Orient did phenomenally well last season. They were very, very nearly promoted to the Championship. I think this season, I don't think they're quite going to make it this time. I think they are going to come up a bit short of the playoffs, but I still think they've got a good side. I still think they'll be challenging around the upper mid-table, possibly playoffs position. And just above Leyton Orient is Barnsley in 10th. I think Barnsley, they should really be in the Championship. Should be challenging for promotion to the Championship, as they have been in the second. They have been a second flight team for a very long time before coming down, and then they sort of went up for a little while, and then they came back down again. And they've been in League One ever since. It's a real shame because I think Barnsley do deserve a bit better. I think they should be a team that's really challenging for promotion, but I just don't think they're quite there yet. They've got a decent side, and I think they will definitely be heading towards the playoffs, but I really don't think a promotion challenge will be happening just yet. And up in 9th, I've got Reading. Now, Reading really have had some ownership problems. They very nearly went out of existence, but I think they've sorted that all out now. I think the bad owner has now gone, and I think they are starting to starting to fix and repair themselves from that previous owner's incompetence. I think a lot of people are saying they could get promoted. I think personally they are rebuilding. They are a team sort of in transition and they are rebuilding. I think they'll be upper mid-table, but I don't think they're quite going to be challenging promotion just yet. I think that's going to be a little way off. Might be next season, might be the season after. They will get up eventually, but I just don't think it's going to be this season. And up in 8th spot, I'm predicting Blackpool. Now, Blackpool, I think, have done really, I think are a team that can potentially challenge to go up. They're another team who I think are capable of going up to the Championship. But I just don't think they're quite there yet. I think they're going to come up a bit short again. They are capable of going up, but I just don't think they're quite there yet. Another team that's not quite there. I think they will definitely be challenging for promotion, well, playoffs anyway. But I think that again they are going to come up a bit short. And just above them in 7th spot is Wycombe. Now Wycombe were really challenging Birmingham City last season to get promoted to the Championship, but they just faded away really badly last season. This season, I think they still will still be up there, but I think they're going to come up short again. I really don't think they're going to be challenging for promotion this time. Well, I think they will be. I think they'll be challenging to get into the playoffs, but I think that's going to be about as far as they're going to go. I think they're going to fall a bit short, and that's why I put them in 7th, which is basically just short of the playoffs. In 6th position and in the playoffs, in the bottom playoff position, I've got Bolton Wanderers. I can honestly see Bolton really making a challenge this season. Unfortunately, the last few seasons they've been very, very inconsistent. They haven't quite made it since coming up from League Two. They've sort of been challenging for promotion, but they've had some bad results, some heavy beatings, and it's just really derailed their promotions challenges last few seasons. Again, I mean, I think this season, I think they will definitely be in the playoffs this season. I really can. They've got a good team. I think they are definitely going to be challenging at some point. I definitely think they'll be up there this season. I mean, whether they'll be promoted, who knows? But I think they'll definitely be in the playoffs this season. I can seriously see them getting there, making a strong challenge this season. And just above Bolton, in 5th spot, is Stockport. Now, Stockport came up last season and were a revelation last season. They really seriously did well last season. They really did challenge. They were up there, and they very nearly got to the playoffs, but they just came up short. They will be in the playoffs again this season. I really cannot see them not being there, to tell you the truth. Whether they'll go up this time, I don't know, but they definitely will be challenging. They are. I seriously think they will be challenging this season. And in 4th spot, this is a big shock actually, because a lot of people are predicting they'll win the league, but I've actually got Luton Town in 4th. Now, I could be wrong. They could go up automatically. They've got a very good manager who's got good credentials. They have got a good team. They have got parachute payments, but I just think I've just got a feeling they're not quite going to make it into the top 2 this season. I mean, I'm not very basing that on anything. I just think, I mean, they are an ex-Championship side. The Championship sides, I think, will be challenging to go up. I think all 3 of them will be. I think Luton will definitely be up there somewhere, but I just think, I think it's going to be playoffs for them this season. Although I think they could potentially win the playoffs. And in 3rd spot are another team, big large team that's underachieved, and that's Huddersfield. They came down from Championship a few seasons back, or did they come up from League Two? I can't remember. I haven't been keeping track of things lately. But I really think Huddersfield should be in the Championship. They should be challenging to go up there. They will be. I think they will be this season. They've got a very strong team. They've got a good manager, and I really do think they're going to be up there this time. They are going to be challenging for promotion. Whether they'll make it up, we'll see. But I think they'll definitely get up there. Huddersfield. They are a very, very strong team, and well worthy of 3rd spot. And just above Huddersfield in 2nd spot, I've put Cardiff City. Cardiff City have got a few issues, but I still think they've got a very strong team. I think they will make it up this season. I think they will get themselves back up into the Championship. I've just got a feeling they will do better than a lot of people think. I think the nucleus of a good team is there, and I think they definitely will be wanting to challenge challenge to have derbies with Swansea and Wrexham next season. So I definitely think Cardiff will be aiming for promotion. And in first spot, despite a horrendous, is Plymouth now, who are my tip to go up in first. Now, they had a horrendous start last season under Wayne Rooney. I mean, why they appointed him as manager, I have got absolutely no idea. I mean, as soon as you put Wayne Rooney as manager, I mean, you might as well just sign your season away, because he just doesn't, he just never seems to come up with the goods. I just don't think he's good enough as a manager or a head coach in that sort of position, which is a real shame. But I think Plymouth learned from that. They did try and get a new manager in. The manager did try. The new manager did try his best to keep them up, but it just didn't quite work out. I think Plymouth are better than that. I think they will be back up this season, and I think they will be going up in first spot. So it'll be interesting to see what happens this season. So yeah, those are my championship predictions for not championship. Sorry, I'll do them probably tomorrow. League One predictions for this season, 2025-26. So anyway, like I say, they probably all go wrong. I mean, I probably don't know what I'm talking about. They probably all completely go wrong. I mean, that's the one prediction I probably will get true, is that some or all of my predictions will be wrong. Anyway, see you again, guys, and I'll have the championship predictions in the next video. Bye bye.